I was just playing there appears to be quite complicated, but what I intend to do is show you how simple it really is. So I'm going to only teach this in a measure of 2/4. So we're only going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, just to simplify things. Now, what our right hand is going to do is play eighth notes. So the right hand is only going to play 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and etc. The only thing tricky about the right hand is that it's going to alternate between the ride cymbal and the snare drum. The ride cymbal is going to get the beat, the snare drum is going to get the ands. So if we just look at our right hand, it goes like this. That is all our right hand is going to do. So, what we're going to do on the beat of 1 is we're going to have a bass drum. So the beat of 1 now will sound like this. 1. The bass drum and the ride cymbal are hit at the same time. On the beat of 2, we're going to add a snare drum. So the beat of 2 will sound like this. Okay, so if we just play that with our bass drum on the 1, our snare drum on the 2, and our right hand alternating eighth notes, we get this. Okay, so let's add the left hand. There's 2 more notes that we're going to add. We're going to play on the E of 1 and on the of 2. So the beat of 1 now, just playing 1 E and, will sound like this. Okay, for the beat of 2, we're going to add a snare drum on the That will also be played with our left hand. So, just playing 2 and the pattern sounds like this. 2 and we get this. So now let's put beat number 1 and beat 2 together. Okay, we're 2/3 of the way done. We're going to add 2 more bass drums. The first bass drum we're going to add will be on the of 1. Now, neither of our hands are hitting on the of 1, so the bass drum is going to be by itself. So what I will do now is I will just play 1 E and I'll stop there. Sounds like this. next bass drum we're going to add will be on the and of 2. Remember, when we are the and of 2, your right hand is going to be hitting on the snare at the same time as your bass drum. So the and of 2 now sounds like this. That's sometimes strange for people. I know it was for me when I first did this. So the beat of 2 now, we're going to play 2 and will sound like this. That's the entire beat. Now, what I'll do now is I'll play it from the beat of 1 to the end of the beat of 2, just to show you what it sounds like slowly. 1 Okay, so now I'll play the whole thing and repeat it over and over. Two things I want you to take note of. When we're playing this, at first, don't worry about dynamics. Just worry about getting the right hand moving and the bass drum in the right spot, etc. But the goal is to play all of the snare drums at a low volume, except for the beat of 2. We want to have that nice backbeat sound. So what it will actually sound more like should be this. Now, of course, on a real drum set, and by that I mean an acoustic drum set, the dynamics come into play a whole lot more. One other note I'd like you to be aware of is that when I played this at the beginning of the video, I was playing the hi-hat with my left foot and I was putting that on the ands. I didn't discuss that in this video. That takes it up just a notch. But let me show you what it sounds like with the hi-hat. What I'm going to do is play a few measures without the hi-hat, and then I'll add it in so you can hear the contrast and how it really elevates the beat and gives it a whole nother dimension. So here it is without.